Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Auburn Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Got room at the 35. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Auburn going to work with another 1st down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got you cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
So the officials take a close... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
Yeah, I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The give to the lone running back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love the start for this quarterback. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Samuel. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Right back to the well. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They've been running it, but now the pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here on 3rd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender? Heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Coming after it. Got out of trouble and throws. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to... back, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Trying to get to it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground with the back. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Lexington. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pressure coming. Caught behind the line. It's Samuel. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Kentucky right back to the line. Snap from the gun on third down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's right on target. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's got an open man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Getting some heat. Looking to scramble. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really bad.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Rides to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon.
Right down the gut of the field. Pass the tag. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this what's needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over UTEP.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Plows through the defense.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Heath. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. He leaves it with his back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll go to the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He shanked it. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They're going to ride this running back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. After run, now throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20 to the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. They want to throw it. Dances away. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want to be physical.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Samuel. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He wants to throw it again. Got it on the outside. It's Keith. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Time to take a shot. Holds it in on the left. Oh, look out. 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over UTEP. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's open on the right. It's loose. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times, secure that football real tight, and you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
They won the game today.